Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Latoya. Welcome to a Manifest That Shit podcast. We are going to be talking, of course, about manifestations, but also about how you can make your life your business. We're going to be digging deep and talking about passion, purpose, and profit. So stay tuned for this upcoming episode. What's up? What's up? What is going on? It's your girl, Latoya, with the Manifest That Shit podcast. I am super thrilled to be here with you guys today. We are getting closer and closer to being near a new decade. How does it feel, you guys? So I'm going to be talking about something that I actually haven't talked about in a good while, and I think you guys are going to be really excited. So we're going to be talking about love. And something that came to me this evening from my girl, the Blunt Reader. If you haven't checked her out on Instagram or on YouTube, definitely go and check her out. The Blunt Reader. I'll leave it in the notes, comment section, so you can go ahead and check her out. Fantastic. She just so happened to make me realize what I have been manifesting for a very, very long time. And I think a lot of women have been manifesting, and maybe men as well, and haven't even realized. So this was basically the scenario. I was listening to the Blunt Reader. I'm eating, and the cards that she's picking out is talking about, old flame possibly coming back up, and just how we need to better define soulmate relationships, right? And that soulmates may be a good or a bad thing, right? As above, so below, as below, so above, and how there's supposed to be some possible, past communication from someone. And so I'm sitting there and I'm fighting it. I'm like, oh, hell no. And so, just going through that motion. And then she's, going through each phase of the deck and asking spirit for guidance. And so then, she talks specifically that she said a word that did not resonate with me, obviously, years ago, and I wasn't ready to hear it. That's another topic of discussion here. But now I'm ready to receive what she's saying and receive this word. And that is, you are not here to build, some of us, but most of us, like myself, you're not here to build an empire, okay, with a prince. Okay. Or with just a king or a knight. You're here to build with the king or the emperor. Let me repeat that. You are not here to build with a prince or a princess. You are here to build with the emperor or the empress. It blew my freaking mind, right? So you're not here looking for Joan of Arc, and you're not here looking for, the knight in shining armor. We ladies have been tricked into thinking, and men, as far as I'm concerned, it's all about the prince and the princess, and the prince saves the princess and wakes her up from a fucking slumber and all of that. And then you have the knight that comes in on that white shining freaking horse and the whole get up. And I sat there and I remember saying, I want my knight in shining armor to show up, right? I dare not even say it out loud because God forbid, right? And we don't need another knight showing up. But I remember that being my mindset. And I was like, whoa, I've been calling in the wrong thing. The manifesting fucking queen of them all has been calling in the wrong thing, right? So let's take a step back. When you have an epiphany and when you're having this moment, and even being in the midst, I'm getting chills, you guys, even in the midst of the lessons that we're having to come here to learn, the agreements and the contracts that we are making with soul ties and the soul relationships that we have, I believe in love. but it definitely is more of, I believe in the right kind of love. I believe in the love that's not going to just, teach me, because I'm not here to just to be taught, but I'm also here to listen, to learn, and to guide when I need to guide, and to step up when I need to step up too, right? But I mean, come on, you guys. We have been playing ourselves so freaking short. And here I was calling on the night to show up, waiting to be freaking saved from my codependent issues that I have, knowing damn well nobody was coming to save me except for myself. And that includes myself and my son, because I seriously thought that night was going to be there to protect me, to protect my son, to protect our house. And it's just an automatic thing. When the emperor comes to do what he is coming to do, the queen is already the queen of her kingdom, okay? And the things that she is building for her and her people and her world. And very much so, like the Game of Thrones, everybody had their kingdoms. It was kingdoms plus kingdoms coming together. You might sleep with the knight, but you don't marry the knight. I mean, look at what happened between the sister and the brother. Like, that was just straight up, like, we can't even go there, right? We're just saying, like, at the end of the day, and I know I'm saying like a lot, but I am completely appalled at this moment, because it was is it mind-blowing for you guys right now to hear that you had been waiting for your knight in shining armor? You essentially have been looking for your prince or your princess, okay? The person you can boo up, the person you've been calling wifey, but is it the wife, right? Like, are you the side chick? Are you the side dude rather than the main squeeze? Or not main squeeze, right? It's all of these different things that we define when we are afraid and when we can't see past our own inhibitions. And we are now, I know for sure, I'm definitely looking forward to that amazing man, that funny man, the one that has a sense of humor, but also can still protect, but naturally does that, naturally admires and is loyal to his roots and where he comes from. Most of the time, knights are leaving home at a very young age to go off and to fend for their country, to fend for themselves and defend for their country. So they don't necessarily have a home. Home is wherever they take their dick and everybody else, right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, let's be real. It's a serious conversation we have to sit down and say to ourselves, like, what the hell have I been manifesting this whole time that has been allowing me to have lesson from lesson? Because had I known better, or had I seen and had the foresight, or to be able to receive what I needed to receive back then, oh my God, it would have saved me a ton of trouble. But at the same time, you're here to learn the lessons that you need to learn. Be the change that you wish to see, right? That's my motto. So that was a major thing when it came to looking forward to being in love and being with that right person, that life partner, and looking at your past and blessing it and just saying thank you for allowing me to step up consciously, allowing me to see something that I didn't see in myself before. Thank you for that love, for that for the messages, because guess what? The lessons learned, they're love. They're not something that, you want to continue to be bitter on and, because or else you will be riding off into the freaking sunset on a horse with those bitter vibes and going into your next relationship with. And I can tell you, I've lived through cutting off one side of a relationship and going right into another, little did I know. And that person couldn't provide me what I needed. And really, to be honest with you, I couldn't provide myself what I needed. I wasn't prepared to deal with the knight. I was prepared to deal with the king, with the emperor, because where I was going and what I was building was completely for the king. But I allowed myself to put someone else in that position, and they couldn't fulfill it. So what do you do when someone can't fulfill your needs? Well, here's the thing. You go back to yourself. Can you fulfill your needs? Are you afraid to fulfill your needs? Are you afraid of greatness? Are you afraid of love? Are you afraid to take things to the next level in your business and to create that success? Or are you willing to invest in your business? Are you willing to invest in yourself like you should your business? I always tell you, and I'll continue to keep saying it, your life is your business. And if you're not handling your business, then you're not handling your life. And guess what, ladies and gents? If you're not handling your business, your life, then sure as fuck you are missing out on the loving opportunity to receive abundance of love, abundance in partnerships and relationships that are intimately around you. That's where things started to change for me in 2019. Had I continued to be stuck in the past, knowing that I had to quickly move forward to a great and beautiful future, but also go through the challenges, I wouldn't be where I am today to prepare myself for that amazing, great person that is on his way. Now I'm able to receive and I'm able to have things open. I have certain boundaries that I have up with other people in regards to what I'm looking to build with someone else. You know, I highly respect men I really love it when a man can respect his wife in his relationship and honors and adores another person. Even in my past relationships, even though things might have not worked out between me and a few of my exes, like I love the way they love. Because when they love someone, for the good guys, like when they love someone 110%. There's nothing that they wouldn't do for that person that they love and how they choose to show up. And I think that's the most beautiful thing. And I'm extremely grateful, even in the friendships who show the same, who demonstrate the same. So here's the flip side of things. When you don't love yourself, you definitely don't recommend, you don't refer, and you do not see that you could be a pivotal point in maybe somebody else meeting, or maybe you having that right connection, that right friend, that business partner, whatever it is, right? Because sometimes it's not your time, but sometimes you're more so attracted to, couple people together, and you are that person to be the conduit, right? But sometimes the jealousy and the envy gets you because you're so busy dealing with your own trauma and all your, life experiences and lessons that you can't be a blessing to somebody else. Now think about that. What if you were the person that was standing in the way to two people meeting and not allowing destiny to take place? What if that was you? I sat there and I thought about that a couple of weeks ago, had another epiphany. My heart was broken maybe like 3 years ago now. And I'm extremely grateful for that person today because I see and I know that that person is in a great relationship, in a great place, and completely I admire the relationship that they're in now. And, there's parts of it where I'm like, you know what? I had a chance to get to know that person. It wasn't exactly the greatest time. It really wasn't. But, I'm glad that I went through the life experiences that I did go through and that I was treated the way that I needed at that time. And so I'm extremely grateful to, like I said, just the past. I look at things so differently because I know that God is love. The earth is vibrating at such a frequency that we can't even fathom. And we have to see ourselves as powerful. We have to see ourselves as having a purpose and creating the change and being the change and moving forward without fear or hesitation and allowing ourselves to not be intimidated by the smallest things and just being. Acceptance. Because that's exactly what has happened to me over the course of the last few days and the course of this last year, is to accept the fact that we deserve the very best. And when you realize that and you start walking confidently and you're sexy and you're strolling and you got your little swag game on, then there is nothing that anybody can do to take your shine away. So be open. Definitely be open. Even when it comes down to just receiving a small token of the universe's appreciation for you. I have to say, you guys, being a spiritual person, believing in God and having God-given gifts, you can't hide that stuff. And there are visuals like tarot cards and oracle cards and crystals. And, then you have the Bible and the Quran. And, you have all kinds of tools that are out there spiritually for people to tap into whatever you believe in. But definitely be sure that at the end of the day I hope that it's helping you to love yourself even more and open yourself up to even more abundance and helping you to live your purpose, because that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing, is living your purpose, even in a relationship, even in business, and in love. When all of those things are aligned, you very well, because the question is, can you have love and a successful business and do all these great things and have it all? And I believe that you can. I absolutely believe that you can. I feel like God is going to use so many that are going to be living proof of that already are. And we just have to wait for what's ours and go from there. Be intrigued. Have that spark. Manifest the shit out of business and of love and of opportunities. Everybody deserves to be respected and to be different and be unique and allow themselves great things. Like, I was cracking up. I go on people's Instagrams sometimes, and sometimes I feel like I'm so serious. And honestly, you guys, I hate being so serious. Like, I love being around people. I love having a good sense of humor. I love being able to make people laugh, and not intentionally, but just being myself. And so, someone had posted most recently on their Instagram, I don't know, it was like Dragon Ball Z something. And I was cracking up because, like, my last stint of childhood was probably some Dragon Ball Z. And I just wanted to be like, Hadouken, like that's... That is what I say when there's freaking bad energy around. I put my little hands out. I think his little name was like Krillin or something like that. But he was like so cute, little bald guy, and a little anime series. And, and I was doing that as a kid. That is naturally somebody blasting someone away with negative energy, right? So anyways, I just think that whatever you find humorous, whatever makes you laugh, whatever you can accept, really think about that. What is it that's keeping you so serious? Why are you taking life so seriously? When the sun rises, do you think it's so serious? No. When the sun goes down, you think it's so serious? Hell no. It's taking a nice deep breath and it's like, I get a chance to relax and go on the other side of the world and visit everybody else, right? And that's the beauty of just being. All right, you guys. Well, I look forward to the next episode with you, and I look forward to helping you to do better, live better, breathe better. Just FYI, my marketing agency has turned into, like I told you in the last episode, a sustainable marketing agency. If you are looking to be a sponsor, I would love to have you on as a sponsor for the Manifest That Shit podcast. We are now reaching new heights, people, for our podcast. It is literally global, and it's taking people's airways by storm, and I'm super excited. So reach out to me, Latoya, at creatorsofchange.agency. Let me know that you would love to have a sponsorship opportunity. I will shout you and your business out, just like I did with The Blunt Reader. You are not going to want to miss all the great things that are happening and occurring over with Creators of Change Agency. There is some big things popping off in November, you guys, and I can't wait to share on the next episode. All right, stay cool, manifest that shit with passion, purpose, and profit. Thank you guys so much for joining me on today's episode of the Manifest That Shit podcast. If you are interested in getting your side hustle into a true business and stop treating your business like a hobby, then sign up for the How to Work Like a Boss and Make 10K. It is a free guide just for you that I created. And in this, it really gives you the exact steps that I took in order to create that passionate, purposeful, and profitable business. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. And last but not least, leave a review. Give me those stars and leave your comment. Let me know what topics you would like to hear next time. And definitely, if you're interested in booking a free business strategy session with me, go ahead and also click the link below. I'll see you in the next episode. Make sure that you make your life your business. Bye, Boss Babes.